go to composition, new comp, please. Then type whatever you want, Coca-Cola or whatever, but let me leave it there. So width is 1920 pixels, height is 1080 pixels. Okay, so let's import the file we are going to animate. Import file. Footage is enough. Footage is good enough. All right. So now, as you can see, the position is off, the anchor point is off also, so we have to correct that. But before then, we first of all click. You have to change this from AI file into After Effects shape. So we'll go to create shapes from vector layer. Now delete this one, we don't need it anymore, but it is still the positioning is still off. So we first of all have to put this anchor point here. So what you have to center it, first of all, put it at the center. So what you have to do is simply make sure it is selected, go to move your mouse to the pan behind tool with your finger still pressed on the control key, double click. It's now at the center, but the logo itself is not yet at the center. Alright, so we'll have to align it properly. Simply go to align, align horizontally, align vertically. Now it's at the center. Alright, it's now at the middle of the screen. Alright, so the next thing we have to do is to, because the logo is flat, we have to make it round, or a bit like a cylinder. Simply go to Effects and Presets and search for CC Cylinder. Now it has a somewhat cylindrical shape, but as you can see, the colors are not the same. So here is a lot darker than here. So in order to change that, in order to correct that, we have to simply go to shading. Go to your effects control panel, then go to ambience and increase these numbers. You see, they now have basically the same or almost the same colors, but it's okay. Now we have to rotate it. So we'll rotate it on the y-axis, something like this. All right. Now move this knob forward. So first of all, come over here, click it, then type 180. As you can see, it's now facing the other way. The perspective is now the other way, but we want it to disappear entirely. So first of all, you go to render. Go to render where it says full. Just render outside only. We want it to render just outside, not both sides. Alright, so give it a keyframe on the y-axis. Now move a few keyframes forward. Let's use 20 keyframes, or move to 20 frames. Then this 180, make it 0. Alright, now press U on the keyboard to reveal all the keyframes. We have to ease them. Keyframe, right click on them. Keyframe assistant, easy ease. Go to graph editor. Now move this one like this, make it like this, then this one here. So basically what I'm doing here is just, it will start slowly but end accelerating. Towards the end, the speed will increase. In fact, that's what I wanted to say. Excellent. All right, so let's import the other file that we need. That is the Coca-Cola bottle. All right, so go to File, Import, to bring it down here. Where is it? Create shapes from vector layer. Delete this one, don't need it anymore. Then center the anchor point, just as I did earlier for the logo. Now center the align it properly also. All right, now it's at the center, it's at the middle. Make sure you have the selection tool on, not the pan behind tool. We don't need it anymore for now. At least we don't need it anymore. So we have to scale this bottle up so that the logo will be inside the bottle, not outside the bottle. So press S on your keyboard, increase the scale. Be careful, just make sure that none of the logo, no part of the logo is outside the bottle. Alright, this is fine by me. Okay, so let's preview it. When you look at it, you think the bottle is actually rotating. It's just the logo that is rotating. Alright, so let's zoom out. Now what I want to do is to, once this animation reaches this point, all these things have to become smaller. Is that, let's say you are viewing it and you move away from the bottle. You understand? So it becomes, as you're moving away, it becomes smaller. That is what I want to do. So if you try to move both of them, you are going to spoil the whole thing. It's not going to work. So let's use a technique. Although just simply move the camera instead of moving the objects themselves. So go to New, Camera, 2-node camera. Okay. Now press P on the keyboard. If you move the camera, you see it is only affecting the logo. It doesn't affect the bottle, because it's simply because the logo itself is now a 3D layer, while the Coke bottle outline is still a 2D layer, so it doesn't affect it. So what you have to do is simply you come here, you have to activate the 3D. So let's check it out. You see it's now moving. Excellent. So what we have to do now is at 20. Okay, this is where the animation ends. So give it a keyframe. That is the camera position. Give it a keyframe. Move a few keyframes forward. Now click here. Type on your keyboard -10,000. Enter. Alright. So select both keyframes. Right click. Go to keyframe assistant, easy ease. Then pay attention to the influence. Let's use, okay, 80 is enough, or 80 is good enough. Let's use 80. It doesn't have to be exactly the same precise, but excellent. So let's run preview it. Okay, now we must change this Coke bottle to white. Go to fill. Alright, now the Coke bottle has disappeared. So in order to bring it back, we now just zoom out. Take your mouse to select the pen tool. Make sure nothing is selected here. Click here, then hold shift, then click, make a square. We just want a square. Alright, now let's adjust it because I want it to be angled. So just make sure it is selected and the pen tool is still selected. Alright, so move it here. Once you are at that vertex, what's it called? Is it vertex? I don't forgot it. Just you move it here. Alright. Oh, first of all, go to move this shape down. This shape layer, move it down. Then zoom in. Make sure it is still selected. Click on the fill, then eyedropper tool, then change the color. Alright, so let's go back to what we were doing. Simply click it, move it, hold shift to make it straight, then move this one too. I want it to be properly angled. Alright, so just move it a few keyframes forward. Then here, select it, go to this search box, type path. Where is it? Okay, path. Now give it a keyframe. Click the icon to give it a keyframe. a few keyframes forward also. Then make sure it is selected. Alright, click here, hold shift, click this one also, remove your hand from the shift, your fingers from the shift, then move it to the left. Now press shift once again so that the alignment will be properly done. If not, it will be somehow wavy. Alright, now select both keyframes, keyframe assistant, easy ease, easy ease. Alright, okay, so we now have to do some adjustments to make sure everything animates properly. So select all of them, press U to reveal all the keyframes, move this one down. So I want the shape layer to animate as soon as this one is about, as soon as the camera is animating, then the shape layer also. So move this these keyframes here. Adjust it how you want, huh? I'm only showing you the way. Destination is yours. What the hell is going on here? So let me see. Excellent. Now select all the layers except for this one. Right click, go to pre-compose, name it whatever you like, make sure this one is selected. Okay, so this will help me into moving this one how I want. Alright, but before then, let's go back into this pre-comp. I missed something. So once this one finishes, as soon as this one is done with the rotation, I want it to rotate again. So press U to reveal the keyframes. Move this one a bit up here. This is the last keyframe. Now move up a little bit to this one, to this keyframe. Come over here, this point you are seeing here. Click it to add a keyframe. Then move forward a little bit. Then go over here where you see 00. Click on it. Then type 360. Want a 360 rotation. Alright, we don't need to do any keyframe assisting or easy easiness. It has already been done. Alright, so now let's go into the here. Alright, so exactly what I want. Now let me preview it once more. Okay, now we want this what's it called, this layer to move over to this place, but we must time it correctly. Alright, so press P on your keyboard, give it a press the what's it called, the icon to give it a keyframe, then a few keyframes forward, or measure it to where where the animation stops, then move it to the left. Alright, so move it to the left. Measure it, make sure it animates properly. So let's see what we have. Alright, now keyframe assisting, or easy the whole thing, please. So run preview it. Alright, of course you can adjust it how you want. You adjust it to your taste. So the next thing we have to do is handle the text. Press select the text tool, open happiness. So what am I using? I'm using the Montserrat font. The font is Montserrat, then the thickness is regular. Alright, so what you have to do, just zoom it, bring this one down here, zoom it, make sure it's properly aligns with this one. So bring back this one here, move this one out of the screen, press P to bring out the position, add a keyframe, move to this what's it called, to the last keyframe of the pre-comp, then bring it back again. So this is it. Now we have to easy ease the whole thing. Keyframe assistant, easy ease, graph editor. All right. So just eyeball everything. Make sure you like what you are doing. So basically, this is it. So thank you guys for watching this video. I just thank you. Please subscribe if you like the video, like it. If you're new here, please subscribe. I'll be making more videos, especially for us that are new to these things, to this animation using Adobe After Effects. So thank you guys. See you next time. Goodbye.